Hey guys, it's Lipo. Yeah, I know a very twisted name for a horror channel. I hope you're able to get a joke. Once you're done with all the short stories, you're able to sleep well without thinking too much about it. In addition to that, they are all subject to interpretation. So by the end of this video, I am going to interpret each and every one of the stories in my own way. Enjoy. After laying hands on me yet again, I had no choice but to call the police. And just as I had expected, the officers took one look at my wife's size and ignored all my claims. So you thought sending me a video of how you and your bodies dismembered my cat would make me afraid of you? And you somehow thought it's safe to leave your daughter alone after that. While I was resting, my mom entered the room to spray a bit of air freshener in the room. But it wasn't until I heard the click of a lighter and the slam of the door did I realize I threw it. "Don't touch her," I screamed as the man got closer to my daughter. "You're only allowed to touch after you've paid." I explained Stockholm Syndrome to my daughter, but she said,
"No, Daddy, I really love him."
And she left. Well, there you have it, guys. That's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed each and every one of them. You can always like and subscribe. And they're all open to interpretation, but they generally revolve around a certain perspective. So, for the first story, what happened there was it's an abusive marriage, an abusive relationship. So, the husband always get beaten by the wife, his wife, and in this scenario, he called the cops, the police, the officers. So obviously, they came to check the issue. And when they saw his wife, she doesn't look like the kind of person that would hit a fully grown man. So they left, just like how the husband expected them to do. In the second story, if you do not remember what story that is, then you can always go back and watch the video again. For the second story, what happened there was I don't think I'm allowed to say stuff like that on YouTube, but there was violence. There was animal, and he was sent the video of how a certain person, another person's, dismembered his cat, and he or she forgot that their daughter was around. So the cat owner can literally have his revenge on said person. So it wasn't really smart, trying to torture someone else's cat and sending them the video. It wasn't really smart. Meanwhile, your daughter is obviously not safe. So that was just the whole point of the story. Here we go again. The third story. My goodness, that is really sad. To cut the long story short, his mom wanted to kill him, so yeah. He thought she was trying to, make the whole room smell better. But no, my friend. he was shocked when he heard the lighter and his door was locked. The fifth story, his daughter is obviously a matured person. She's a fully grown woman, so she knows what she wants. Okay, like I said, each story is subject to interpretation, but it generally revolves around a certain perspective or context. So Stockholm syndrome, in essence, based on what I know about it, is like falling in love with your kidnapper. That's just a summary of it, I think. And probably they were watching a TV series, let me say something like Money Heist, and the father was trying to explain, what Stockholm syndrome is to his daughter. And from nowhere, she just said, "No, Daddy, I love him," and she left. So that means to imply that she is literally in the same position as how a Stockholm syndrome will be defined. I don't really want to go into it. It's a very twisted story, but I do like it. It's short, it's brief. It's gonna keep you up at night. Be like, wow, that was just really disturbing. I hope you enjoyed it. My voice is really trash, so I had to use a voice editor. I'm sure you all noticed that. So sleep well.